What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Glow Show. Hope y'all are doing well. I know it's late for me. Late night stream, but that's okay. Went to go pick my mother out of the hospital, so I have a good excuse. All right, let's make some glow. What about there? What's up, John? How you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. All right, there we go. Melissa, hello. It is a great time to glow. I know, right? What's up, Potsy? Yeah, she is definitely discharged. Home and tired. That was the longest discharge, though. That was like 5 hours at the hospital waiting. That's all right. That's worth it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Dirt Max, what's up? Pop, pop. Then we just have to open this up like that. I'm going to try this green with the glow. I remember Dawson Boone, yes. Okay, I'm good. All right, so we're going to try some glow with the green. And we're going to make it look amazing. Hopefully. There we go. Melissa, thank you for the happy poop. All right, let's add the glow in the dark in here. I want to make some glow in the dark ornaments tonight with some uranium and some other colors. Do you think it can make a zebra? It might take a little doing, but I'm not good with horses. And zebra's basically a horse. Not worried about the patterning. Let me think on that, but if not, I could definitely refer you over. What's up, Colleen? How are you? Everybody get their Black Friday shopping deals done. I don't know what that is. It needs to go. Thought I saw something in my powder. I think it was just a bug. What's up, Laura? Darwin, what's up? Okay, let's trim this down. Don't need that big a flame right now. So this will be that really lime green like I was doing with the ghosts. And then we're going to add the striping into it for the peppermint swirl. I want to see how it looks, but we're going to do some uranium with the glow, so it's going to be the best of both worlds. Have that super bright uranium green going to it. Gonna look good. Yeah, I try to avoid stuff. Yeah, mom is home. Thank you for asking. I do make and sell these, Vonda. Yes. You can click on my bio, and there is a link right there. What's up, Melinda? All right, so let's get this thing going. Let's make some glow ornaments. So right now I'm melting the glow-in-the-dark glass powder into the inside wall of the tubing so it sticks really, really well. And it's all fused in there. Then we're going to add the striping, create the peppermint swirl effect, and see what the heck it looks like. I did not pick a name, but I think how many people made a comment? I think, Melissa, I think there were 5, right? Would you mind doing me a favor and look? Can I make a pickle ornament? Of course I do. The Christmas pickle, I've got like several of them. Nope, have not got glass in my fingers. Try to avoid it. All right, so right now we got this lime green color, and we're gonna add stripes to it, turn it to a glow-in-the-dark peppermint swirl, lime green. I guess that would be spearmint. I think that would be it. Yeah. How do I make glass sculptures? Just practice. Seriously, that's all it is. Last you saw was 5, right? All right, so we made 6 hummingbirds that night. What's up, Red Squeak? So, Melissa, if you wouldn't mind screenshotting the 5 commenters, because they are all 5 are getting one of the hummingbirds. We only had 5 people comment, and I'm going to reward them, so. I'm going to randomly send one of those hummingbirds to each one of the 5. And I think you were one of the 5. Okay, we're going to add this all the way around. I saw Red Squeak in there. What's up, Amber? Love the snowman? Yeah, the snowman's got the uranium hat. If you can't do it, Melissa, it's okay. I can, I think I screenshotted it too, but I wanted to back up. All right. So we got the really shimmer green going on. Oh, I said, what's up, Red Squeak? How are you doing? I said, Red Squeak was in the house. All right, we're going to be taking the uranium glass and we're going to add it into this as well. Actually, I'm going to park it right next to that green. There we go. Yep, it is Boro. I am making a glow-in-the-dark and uranium glass ornament. It's going to look like a peppermint swirl, but with the greens. So it'll be wintergreen instead of peppermint. Or spearmint, whatever you want to call it. For $34.95, you can call it whatever you want. Although I don't think this one's going to be $34.95 because it is a lot of glass. Like all the handmade glass? Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I like it too. Okay, so next step, we have the colors kind of ramping around. So this one will actually glow in the dark, has the uranium glass, which is the bright green under here. And then we're gonna add some white for accent, and it's gonna be like the triple threat. Okay, there's that. Bring it down. And we're just gonna keep going. How was everybody's day so far? Y'all doing good? Wrong, there was 4? Okay. How do I send me the snap? starrynightglass@gmail.com. starrynightglass@gmail.com. But I think I have one too. Maybe just hold on to it, and if I need to ask you for it, you have it. Doing good. Awesome. I like hearing that. Blessed. I like hearing that too. All right, so now we have, basically there's a shimmery green, a uranium green, the white, and then on the inside of this is the glow in the dark glass. There's 4 colors bouncing through here. And let's get it done. How do you get glow in the dark glass? I make it. I actually invented it. But now you can buy it on from a company called North Star Glass, which is my exact formula. They are now selling my formula. I've been using North Star Glass for oodles, 30 plus years, so I trust them with it. How was my think, Gabe? I'm not sure. Okay, so we got this really cool little spiral at the end now. And a little shorter one. I don't like these gigantic punties. This is perfect. Yeah, this one's gonna look really good, Amber. Did they give me compensation for the formula? Of course they do. By the pound. I'm not gonna reveal what the actual numbers are, but yes, it's by the pound. Okay, so we're gonna stretch this out a little bit. Actually, I'm really starting to like the way this is looking. Love it when a plan comes together. Anybody know what that is? Anybody know what famous TV series, movies that phrase is from? I love it when a plan comes together. Anyone? We're playing trivia tonight. Glassblowing trivia. There we go. O2 Canada. Shante. Yeah, there we all could be friends. If you answer, we could definitely be friends. I love that. That's right. Anybody in the chat want to ask a random, hard to get movie trivia question, but you have to keep it clean. Okay, no naughty stuff, all right? My channel is very family friendly. But if you are in chat and you want to ask a trivia question, a movie trivia question, go for it. Are they glass straws? Nope, they are glass tubes. A little bit different. What's up, Jeremy? Hi, Dale. Oh, you don't have to be sorry. It's all good. Thank you. I have a little talent. Mostly it's the glass. Glass is doing the thing. I'm just helping it. The glass is the show. Especially the glow-in-the-dark glass. When that stuff pops off, it's amazing. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm shrinking this down. As I'm shrinking it, it's actually coiling that color around it, spinning it around. Amber, where am I from? My mother. Very proud of that. Actually, I'm located in Washington. All right, woo, this is getting crazy. We might get a little wild tonight. We'll see. Yeah, this is, so you know the little peppermint swirl candies, the little red and white ones? This is kind of a variation of that, but I did it in all greens with a white stripe too. And it will glow in the dark. I really like that style. I'm doing a lot of candy theme this year, and I'm having a good time with it. Next year, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We did a little bit of Nightmare Before Christmas theme too. That came out well. In fact, I might bring Zero out, do a limited run of maybe 5 zeros with the uranium nose. Okay, look at that coloring already. Isn't she pretty? What movie has turned to page 3? Oh, I don't know that one. That's a hard one. What's up, E-Rad? I have been doing this for 31 freaking years. Can you believe that? If I had to guess about turn to page 394, I would say, God, it's a Nick Cage movie, the history one. But I could be very wrong. Harry Potter. Oh man, I got that one wrong. Good job. What Harry Potter? There we are. Now look at those colors. Isn't that pretty? That's right, Samantha, that is correct. Yeah, National Treasure, I was wrong. It was National Treasure I was thinking of, but it was a good guess. Okay, so we're gonna pop that there. Then we're gonna pull this back end off and spiral it up too. Daughter loves Nightmare Before Christmas. All right, hang around for about 3 more minutes and I'll show you something really cool. We'll bring it out. We'll bust it out. We'll bring it the heck out. Does the glass ever explode? No, this one, it doesn't explode. So there are times that it pops a little bit, but not big pops. You're thinking of a different type of glass that is considered a soft glass. Commonly referred to as like bullseye or 104 bead making glass. And that will pop a lot if you don't preheat it right. It could definitely have some malfunctions. Nothing wrong with it, you just have to work with it a little different. Okay, this looks amazing. All right, so we got this. I just have to flatten this out a little bit. What's the biggest piece I've made? I have made a sword that is 4 feet long. What's up, Groves? If you would like to see the sword, I can bring it out of behind me. It's behind me right now. We can bust it out just type 1 in the chat and I will bring the sword out temporarily. But I can't display it because it's too damn big right now. I have to hang it a different way. But I will bring it out and show you the 4-foot all glass sword. Just type 1 in the chat. So I know that people want to see it. If I don't see that, then I won't. It's okay. All right, now we got this other side that has the same type of spiral. This is why I like this. Both sides show up really well. And this design is super strong. All right, I will bust out the sword. Actually, I'll bring out both. There was a lot of ones coming through. I'll bring out both. We'll do the small one first, but the big sword is the largest solid piece I've done. The largest blown glass is my chandelier that's actually in my house. So the chandelier that's over my head currently is a pretty good size, but the one in my house is about 3 times bigger. It takes up an entire stairway. And there is a video of it on both TikTok and YouTube. I really like this one. I might make 2 of these. I don't know. This is actually really pretty. What's up, L to the B? How you doing? How you doing, L to the B? Always fun to see it. B-Rad. It is oxygen and propane. I am one of Hank Hill's favorite people. All right, so there is side number 1. And what I love about this style is they look awesome from either side, even this way. So, and it has this beautiful shimmer. Now the uranium glass won't show up until I actually let it cool down, but there you can kind of see the color changing. And then it will actually glow in the dark. All right, so I got to grab 2 things real quick. I promised someone that I would bring out the Nightmare Before Christmas theme. Oops. Right there. I'm just going to grab this all the way back here. So I don't have a good place to store this thing, but there it is. So that is the largest solid glass piece I have made. So there it is. It is extremely hard to try and fit in the damn camera, as you can see. There is the, that's the hilt. That's the part that I like the most. I really dig it. How's the turkey? It was okay. Turkey's okay. Always good. We barbecue our turkey, so it's amazing. Okay, so we're going to put that back in because I can't leave that out. There's just no place to put it right now. I got to bust it way back here. Out of the way. Okay, so there is the largest solid glass item I've made to date. And then the other one that I really like, this is one of my favorites. This is the 19-inch dagger with the dragon head on it. We're going to attempt another one of these, but you can see that I'm gonna try and get the dragon head up close. No, I won't make a functional sword. There we go. So that side is like a shiny side, and there's a matte side. So if you wanted to hang it with the matte side or a shiny side, you could do that. But the next one I'm gonna do with that, I wanna do dragon wings on the side. So instead of the claws, I wanna do wings coming off it. How do you get it so straight? Practice. That's 31 years right there. I don't have any swords for sale right now. Those are my personal pieces. And if I had to make the large one again, I would have to go to a studio that had a big enough kiln. I do not have a kiln big enough right now to fit that one. The small one I could do, but yeah. All right, I want to try this with the glow in the dark, the uranium, and all the combo that we just did, but with clear instead of green. Was that fumed? No. Oh, the dragon was fumed. Yeah, so that's gold fumed. Yes. Yeah, the dragon was gold fumed. And the frosty side was sandblasted and then fumed on top of that. Yep, chandeliers are hollow. You just temper it. What's up, Elena? How are you? Yeah, the dragon, but yeah, the dragon was fumed. Yeah, that would definitely be custom. That would not be, I could definitely make a sword at some point, but it wouldn't be till after the first of the year. I am really, 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 really booked right now. I mean, really booked. We're having fun tonight, but in all honesty, I am slammed with orders. Yeah, the snowman, he has the uranium. I absolutely would love to do a sword, but it had to be after the first. Because it will not be a fast process. It's been a few years since I made them. Oh, we got to pop this open. I was going to open it normal, but we'll just do a pop. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So we get a little bubble there. Now watch. Just opened itself up. How's dusting? I hate dusting, man. Dusting is my nemesis. But there is a really cool glass chandelier cleaner. It's amazing, actually. It is a non-water-based spray that you can spray on a chandelier and everything just drips off of it and it cleans it spot on. I am able to do an octopus, but not right now. All right, let's crank this up a little bit. And here we go. I'm on super late tonight. My mother was in the hospital. She had a pulmonary embolism. So she was out for a week, but I got to go pick her up today. So my live stream is on a lot later because I had to go pick her up at the hospital. But she is home and I'm happy. So I was late. Sorry. Seattle traffic was horrible. She is feeling better, but very tired. It was like a 5-hour discharge though, man. That's a long time for a discharge. Oxygen and propane are my 2 gases of choice. Love oxygen and propane. Thank you for the prayers. She's actually doing really good. She's a kick-butt, kick-ass lady. If you don't know, my mother is the one that taught me how to do this profession. Yeah. She is the one that taught me how to do all of this. So I am super happy that I had a mother that was able to do that. I know, Seattle traffic is just horrible. Pulmonary embolism is very rough. It was so big, the doctors took photos of it for teaching. It was massive, apparently. Because she went to a hospital at UW, so a UW teaching school, I think. Yeah, heat doesn't transfer with glass. So unlike metal, where the heat transfers, this glass doesn't transfer heat. She is a star, actually. Yeah, she started her glass art in 1972, and women were really discouraged from starting back then. Retired nurse, yeah, the doctors were so enamored with it. I've never seen anybody get enamored by a embolism. Thank you for the jewels. One chuckle. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm melting the glow-in-the-dark glass. That's that white powder I put in there. It was glow-in-the-dark glass ground up into a powder form. And the reason I grind it up into a powder form is so I could put it on the inside of the tube and spread it on the inside evenly. Otherwise, I would have to stripe glass rods all the way around this thing, completely encasing it in a glow rod, and then add color. This is way better and way faster. Okay, so now it's all that hot spot right there is all the glow in the dark. So we're going to take this, we're going to grab the shimmer green. I love this color. This color is like awesome. Creative, what's up? If you guys have not followed Creative Release Gifts, you got to give Creative a follow. Go check it out. Tessie Traveler, thank you for the rose. All right, let's stripe the green on here. I'm going to go a little bit more distance between the stripes this time. Last one was really cool, but very tight. Okay, so we got green stripes running all the way around. No, it is not moss green. I don't even know the name of the green, to be honest. It's from Molten Aura. They make some of the best color. But I forget the name of this green. I really do. I can't remember it. But we're going to use some uranium glass now. So this is the uranium glass. We're going to pop it right next to the green. If I wanted to buy that exact piece, how do you do that? Shan. All you have to do is message me. Say dibs in chat, D-I-B-S, and message me and I will make arrangements for you to purchase it. So we're going to pop the uranium right next to it. I love uranium glass. This stuff is amazing. All right, got it. Jen, what's up? How are you? All right, let's go. All right, one more stripe here. Then we're going to add the bright, bright white, and that'll be it. We'll spin this thing up and make it look really amazing. So this one will actually, I don't remember the price on the zeros. I can't remember. It's so hard to remember the price of everything. Oh yeah, I love uranium. Uranium is like slowly becoming one of my favorites. Right now, I have a favorite color called amber purple, but uranium is slowly starting to climb up that lead. Okay, so right now we're just adding the bright, bright white. This will have glow-in-the-dark glass underneath it. So the uranium glass will glow super bright green. The glow-in-the-dark glass underneath it will actually glow turquoise. Okay, so one more little stripe here. Yeah, everything's going good, Jen. Mom's doing really, really good. No, I make that. I wasn't going to pay the price for it, Chihuly. It does actually look good in a fish tank, unless it's clear. If it's clear, you can't see it in the fish tank at all. All right, so see how all the colors just kind of blah up there? It's not organized. It's all discombobulated. We're going to twist this all up. I have a shop north of Seattle, yes. I'm pretty much smack dab between Seattle and Canada. All right, so we're going to take this. We're going to grab a cold little rod here. We're going to spiral this up. Like that. Look at that. What time is it? 11:50. Yeah, I'm on late tonight. It's 10:50 or 9:54 for me, but that's okay. I'm all right now. You're in Vancouver, BC. There you go. Or near. Then you're just up the road from me. All right. So now we got a kick butt spiral. How does one get into glass as a hobby? Send me a message and I will direct you to some places to go that will give their infinite resources of how to get started. Yeah, everything behind me I've made. Everything out here I've made. The only piece I have not made is the clown that's behind me, and that was made by my mother. One Chucky, thank you for the high five. Thank you, my friend. High five back at you. All right, so see how big this is? We got to shrink it down. That's going to thicken the wall of the entire piece up. So what I really like is to make sure that everything is super, super thick. Marie, thank you so much for the jewels. Thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up back. Yep, we can see the clown after this. I will grab my mom's clown. Her clowns were amazing. Have I done a sea turtle? Hundreds of sea turtles. Sea turtles are like one of the most popular items on the planet for glass. All right, see how it shrunk way down? We're gonna blow it out now. and it's round. We're going to flatten this edge out just by letting it shrink down. Yeah, the honeycomb lights are really kick butt. They light the studio up really well. See, I can't really have too many lights on the ceiling because the flame hits up there and it turns them all yellow. It just makes them all yellow. I don't really have a favorite piece. I have a couple pieces I really enjoy, and that's about it. There you go, Red Squeak. Oop, it's a little wobbly there. All right, so now we got that little swirl going right there, kind of like a little galaxy looking. I don't know, I like it. We are making a Christmas ornament right now, and it will be kind of in the form of like the little peppermint swirl candies. But this one has uranium glass and glow in the dark glass. So when the lights go out, it'll glow. Can I make a replica of my head? Yep. I'll make a replica of my head for a super chat. There you go. Glow in the dark ornaments, yes. All right, so we're gonna finish this other end off. Object, thank you. All right, we're gonna heat this up and I'm gonna spin the other end and we'll have dual spirals. All right, so we got it hot. We're gonna take it and just spin it up now. And then we're just gonna tighten that spiral up and bring it down about like that. Little steam effect there. Frogs are cool. People loving your... Oh, that's awesome. I gotta trim this down a little bit. Too thick. See, this is a borosilicate glass. It does not drip like normal glass, watch. Just very stubborn. Yeah, Dragonfly is off tonight. It's okay. Yeah, the crab is really cool. All right, so we're gonna flatten this out. Look, the trolls don't bother me at all. I mean, I'm a Gen X kid. I don't give a crap. I just don't. What time of temp does the glass have to be to manipulate? It kind of starts bending about 1500 degrees Fahrenheit, but it really likes to be in the 2800 range. What's up, Hector? So about the 2800 degree Fahrenheit range is where it's happy. I know, right? All right, now we got the other side. A glass throwing star. You know, that might be possible. I have a guy on TikTok that's a friend of mine, and he is a professional knife thrower, and I am making him a throwing knife out of glass. And he's gonna see if it works. I have to get the weight right though. It has to be kind of close to a certain weight. Doesn't have to be exact, just close. So throwing star would be kind of possible. Okay, we're going to bring it down and attach. There we go. It is a very cool. This has been my job for 31 years. January will be 32 years. That's a long ass time. Long, long time. How can you hold it without? Glass doesn't transfer any heat without, like metal. It doesn't conduct it. It's a good insulator, unbearably bad conductor. All right, there we go. So I love this ornament because you have front, back, or front and back. It is from either side, every angle. It just looks kick butt. Yeah, I don't watch football anymore. I'm pissed off. Football's not football anymore. I can't watch it anymore. Yeah, I just can't. It's too... I'm not going to get into it. It's too damn easy. I mean, I have respect for the athletes that can do stuff, but the rules are just out of freaking control. Too many damn rules. I cover the hole with the hook. I do. I cover about 99% of it. I am pretty famous for doing self-portraits in under 2 minutes. I know, right, CJ? All right, I'm going to attach this two together. I don't know. I like hockey. I'm digging hockey now. I've always liked hockey, but I'm really digging it now. Marie, thank you for the jewels. I know, right? Red Squeak? StarryNightGlass.com. It is just like Van Gogh painting. Yep, I can do it. I'm very famous for a self-portrait in under 2 minutes. So we could definitely do that. Hockey is fast. I love hockey. I'm like digging it. You guys want to see the 2-minute self-portrait? Yeah, so they will fall off a tree and they will hold together. Number one, I designed them to do that. And then number two, they're also like cats are notoriously angry at ornaments, apparently. I've never had a cat, so I don't know. Good night. Yeah, let's do a self-portrait. All right, we're gonna do a self-portrait here. Let me put these two rods together because I got white hair, right? Oh, the clown. All right, hold on. Yeah, you are 100%. I forgot about the clown. That's okay. That'll give me a second to put this together and prep it. And then I will show you my mom's work, who was amazing. I actually have two pieces up here of hers. I just discovered an old Christmas ornament she made in 1976. She made this ornament in 76. If you would like to learn about getting started in glassblowing, send me a private message and I will link you to some resources that you can go check out. I don't sell anything or have any courses. I'm not trying to get your email, but I will steer you in the right direction. Where's Mom's clown? Damn it. Did I move it? All right, I gotta find my mom's clown. Hold on. Did I hide it somewhere? Oh, there it is. So my mom was famous for her clowns, and she themed them. So like every clown had a theme to it. So this was the fireman clown that she had created way back when. And that is her, the only thing that's not glass is the little hose, obviously, but that's her little signature down on the other foot. But yeah, just, I'm not gonna hold it too funky because I don't want it to drop and break. I don't want to have to put it back together, but yeah, cool, right? So she would make like, she had like 80 different themes. And then I just discovered this guy from 1970, it's 75 or 76. She made this. This is like one of her early works. I thought it was kind of cool, a little bell. Now that's pretty hard to do. Nobody trained my mom. My mom was actually shunned by the glassblowing community. All the males were like trying to get her to stop glassblowing. Because back in 1972 up to 1980, it was a very male-dominated industry, and they were trying to get her to stop. And yeah, that sucked, right? But she kicked butt. She actually got it done. All right, 2-minute self-portrait. Let me grab something right here. There we go. Let me trim this down just 1 second. Then if someone wants to hit the timer, they can if they feel like it. She had gusto. Like the first time she approached a glassblower about learning, she said, how do I get started? And this was at Disneyland. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, this was at Disney. Okay, this is Disney, 1972. So she walked up to the glassblower in the shop there and said, how do I do this? How do I get started? And he looked at her and said, you're a woman, you can't. True story. Can you imagine getting that response? All right, here we go. Start the timer. We got to work fast. Big flame. Here we go. I'm going to wind this up here. Gonna detach it. There we are. I'm gonna need that again. Okay, we got a little ball here. We're gonna flatten it out so that we get my little round face going. Okay, got the round face. Okay, and here we go. We're gonna start adding to it. Now, I never said at what age I did a self-portrait, but there you go. So I was pretty quick. I was skinny back then. And yeah, I was pretty skinny and fast, but yeah. What's up, JoJo? I will definitely do to the UK, yes. All my shipments that leave the US across anywhere else go through DHL mostly. There you go. Self-portrait, early age, very fast, very skinny. Kevin's book. Okay, everybody on TikTok. If everybody on TikTok could do me a favor, seriously, if you're on TikTok and you're watching me right now, if you could click on Kevin's book right there and give him a follow, I would be really happy. Thank you. He's an amazing guy. He needs some, we're going to get him back in the saddle here. Yeah, the resemblance, right? Round face, it all fits right. You don't have to worry about recording it. It will be memorialized here on YouTube. It's permanently here. Just look at the time right now. Where are we at? 56 minutes. So about 50 minutes. All right, I'm gonna mix these two colors together. This green and this white, I have been begging and wanting to do these two colors real quick. What's up, beholders? You think that should be a Christmas ornament? I don't think I want to do that. I don't know if anybody would. I have a little bit of boundaries. I mean, I still am family friendly. So the reason that's really kind of funny is that when I started when I was 8, that was about what I was qualified to make. That was about as good as it got. All right, we're gonna take a little bit of this. Sorry, I've been wanting to do this color combo for a very long time, this green and white. And I have not gotten it done, but it was sitting right in front of me and I said we should get it done. Bet y'all never seen drilled glass before. Oxygen and propane. So this is how you used to have to make color back in the day. You had to sit here and mix oxides in the glass or mix two different colors and then you drill mix it. So we're gonna do that. Oop, there we go. We're gonna grip it and just twist all this up. Yeah, this is how you used to have to make color back in the day. And then I'll give you a little history on why we have so many colors in borosilicate glass. That is from the functional industry. That's about the best I can say. Without functional industry, all these colors would not exist. Just sit here and mix it all up. Oh yeah. I think we're pretty mixed up now, though. Just make sure. Separate it. All right, let's add in the, let's pull this into kind of a usable rod. We'll see what it looks like after it cools off. Goku, thank you for the husky. All right, so we gotta melt this up. I'm gonna pull it into what's like a usable rod. Because right now this isn't too usable. So we heat it up and we're just gonna bring it out. I'm gonna show you how slow this glass is when it moves. Ready? And here we go. Isn't that just anticlimactic? The stuff does not like to move too much. What was the first thing I learned to make? Hummingbird. First thing that I learned to make that was sellable, I should say. All right, there we are. And I think that's good enough for that. Thank you for the Fest Pops. Gara, thank you. All right, we're gonna bring this out. So we gotta wait. I mixed all this color up. I gotta wait for it to cool down. It will change as it cools off. A little bit. I don't know how much, but I'm hoping it has a lot bigger difference. Wires. I don't smoke at all. So I don't know the answer to your question, but that is definitely not me. I don't have a problem with people that love it. It's just not me. I do not need any help. Kevin, thank you for the jewels, by the way. My mind is already warped enough. I do not need any assistance. It is slowest moving, but like this particular glass is called borosilicate, and it moves so slow. Like normal glass that piece would have dripped way down fast. This moves really slow. Robin, thank you so much for the gifts. Nope, like I said, I have no problem with the industry whatsoever. None. I'm just saying, for me, I have way too many random thoughts running through my head. I don't need assistance. And we're going to separate it here. All right, let's go full on uranium. I want to try something. Craziest thing I've made. That's a long list. I can't even piece together, like, there are a lot of different crazy crap things I've made. Not crap, but things. All right, so we are going to be using some uranium, and then we're going to use my favorite color, amber purple. Yeah, actually, give me a second and I'll show you what my glasses look like from my end. Let me spin this color up here. I am on late, yes. I got stuck in Seattle traffic. Ugh. I've heard of Pyrex. Yes, so Pyrex is borosilicate. Pyrex is a brand, not a type. I haven't made a cane or walking stick. The walking stick I do want to make, but I've not made a cane. I did make a putter once, a little golf club putter. It is definitely radioactive, but minute. So my glasses have a filter on here. And this is the filter. It's called didymium. Makes everything kind of purplish. We're going to bring it in, and I'm going to show you. Yes, foot pedal. I'm going to bring in, show you what it looks like. All right, see that big ass fire? What? Now you can see into it. That's how I see what I'm doing versus that. Kind of like magic. No, the putter was 100% usable. I actually went to a course to try it out. And at the time, I didn't know golf people actually have a lot of money. And there was a golfer there, saw me putting with it and asked about it, and checked it out. He asked if it was for sale, and I was like, nah, I'm kind of liking it. He pulled out like $400 cash out of his pocket. Now, back then, I really needed the money. So I was like, it's yours. Yeah, back then I was pushing the boundaries on stuff, so $400 went a long way for me. I hated to get rid of it, and I've never made one since. I'm kind of like upset that I sold it, but not. Damon, thank you. Damon 420. Thank you for all the jewels. All right, so this is my favorite color on the planet. And I'm going to do this piece real quick, and then I'm going to show you why this is my favorite color. It is one of the most magical colors on the planet. Tia, mom is home, so she is doing well. All right, so there we are. We have all the uranium glass that's very transparent in there, and the amber purple. This isn't going to look like much right now. But when we get done with it, it's going to look freaking amazing. Nope, not Guy Ferrari, Guy Porsche. I'm more of a Porsche fan. If I had to choose. Thank you, Angela. Do I have any pets? Yes, I have one giant schnauzer named Fritz. All right, so this looks like just nothing there. You should make some glass shades to fit your lenses in. No, it probably wouldn't be possible for that. Yeah, again, the putter would have to be made, and I would have to take it to another facility where I could put it into a kiln and temper it. Yeah, I love amber purple. Amber purple is my jam. It's so magical. All right, we got that all melted in. This is going to be a tiny ass ornament. Ooh. Oh well. Just going to be a baby ornament. That's fine. Be a small one. Yeah, giant schnauzers are absolutely insane. I mean, they are 100% crazy. You sure can. Well, wait till you see it. This is a different type of purple. You have to see it. I'm going to show you what the full effect is. I mean, right now you just can't see anything with it. It just looks like a clear thing. But when I get done eventually with it, it will not look that way. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna spin the other end up now. This is gonna be the hard stuff. No, there isn't a lot of stained glass windows out there anymore. That is very true. I'll show the filter as soon as I possibly can. It won't be very long, but right now hands are busy. Yeah, it looks like a wine stopper right now, but 99% of everything that gets formed looks like something else until you change like the last 5–10% of it. So right now I'm tearing that portion off right there. And then we're just gonna let gravity feed it in. Yeah, you just have to message me, Angela. Absolutely, we just have to message. I might actually have some here. Okay, we just take that and flatten it out a little. So you're gonna start to see some of the color coming out, very, very little, like right there, that amber color. It's not even close to finished yet. What's up, Delta? How you doing, Dan? We're gonna pop a little hook on here. We'll bring it out. Turn that off. Loop it in. Then I just have to straighten it out. Hold on one second. It is a little crooked. All right, we're all good. So when you want to detach it from the rod here, you just kind of like that. And off it comes. Thank you. Yeah, I learned this from my mother, so I'm very blessed to have learned it from my mom. 31 years it has been. All right, right now you can't see much to it, okay? Now, I'm going to show you what the stripes I put on there are going to look like. I don't have necessarily like a glass, an oxygen, like normal tank. I have liquid oxygen. So liquid oxygen is what I'm using currently. No, oxygen and propane. Propane. If you guys are interested in welding stuff and how hot the torch is, bet you couldn't do that with your welding torch. My hands are kind of cold, actually. But they're not getting hot. Thank you for the hat and mustache, Raymond. All right, let me trim this off. So I'm going to show you what the amber purple does. And I love showing what this color is capable of. Isabel Mateo, thank you for the jewels. All right, so it looks very transparent, right? Not much to it. We're gonna pop this in the flame and we're going to put a big gather. Bet you couldn't do that with a PM2D. I bet you I could. All right, we're gonna gather it up. And then we're gonna flatten it out. And this will give the biggest, like the biggest shift of color. Actually, we're just gonna flatten it. Yeah, I was just gonna normally flatten it, but I think we're gonna turn it to a leaf. We're gonna make a little leaf pendant out of it. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so we're gonna heat it up. We're gonna use this little leaf maker. This is like how old this tool is. So old. I had to carve this thing with a Dremel and a file, like little file. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna grab it and we're gonna flatten it. And it's gonna leave a little impression right there. Okay, not a big one, just a little bit. See, the color's still transparent. And we're gonna gather this, and I don't like leaving the leaf kind of like that. We're gonna gather it up. We're gonna heat it just a little bit and give it a slight pull and a bend. Just gonna grab it and pull. And then a little bend. And I hate leaving the sides all messed up. What's up, Dragonfly? No, it does not stick to the press. It did when I first made it, but I figured out how to channel it so it didn't. It took a lot of effort to figure that out. All right, we're going to add little striations on the side here. And there we are. So notice it kind of changed color right now. I make my own presses, yes. What's up? Yes, Dan. Everything's good. Thank you for the rose, Dan. Thank you, Raymond. All right, so now notice the color we're at right now. It's kind of like a yellow amber color. We're going to go through and we're going to strike this color. Striking means as you heat it, cool it, changes color. We're just going to bring it out here, heat it up. Just a little, let it cool off, and it went just a shade darker right now. Okay. And then we're going to let it cool off for a second. Oxygen and propane. And then we're going to do it again. Bring it back out, and we went a little darker. Okay, it just went way, way darker. Trippy, right? And then we're going to do it one more time. I know it looks kind of like it's getting to that amylite type of fossil look. just use a little bit of this. And there we go. 10, Tiny Man. Thank you. Tiny Man does VR. I love VR. Eccentric Clone. Thank you for the jewels, Tiny Man. Thank you so much. Okay, now look how dark the back end got. Trippy, right? But that's not the end of it. Here comes the wild part. Ready? Okay, I gotta face the camera. See the little leaf impressions? Now, can you see the blues popping out of it? The purplish blue. So that is the trippy part. Maybe it can get right up in there. That's too bright. There. So yeah, so that's why it's called amber purple. Because it goes from an amber to a purple blue shade. And I am in a hella good mood. How many people do we have on here? 155. If you are on TikTok right now, you should come over to my YouTube, or you can go check out this video when it downloads or it uploads. We're going to give the leaf away. I'm going to turn it into a pendant. We're going to give it away. All you have to do is make a comment in the chat after this video posts, after the video posts, okay? And I will select a random winner for this little pendant. And it doesn't cost you anything. There's no catch. It won't cost you anything. I won't charge you shipping, nothing. I don't care where you live either. I don't care what country you're in, nothing. You just, if you get picked, you get picked. I'll try and figure out a way to have Fritz pick it. That would be funny. Okay, so we're going to grab it here and we're going to open it up just a little bit. So the way you enter is just go in there and make a comment. Anything bad language, though, I'm going to remove. Okay, it has to be clean. I don't care if it's an emoji. I don't care, just nothing bad, okay? I have kids that watch this. So. And I have a little chain for it, like a leatherette chain, I think. I think it's called leatherette. I don't know. That part I don't know. So the way you enter is after this video is posted, just go in and make a comment. I will pick a winner by 5 p.m. tomorrow. So the cutoff will be 5 p.m. tomorrow. The only rule is you just have to make a comment. I don't care if it's an emoji. I don't care. Just keep it clean. If it's a bad comment, I'm going to remove it. There we are. So I'm going to bring out the light one more time, so you can see that, oh, damn it, that purpley blue look to it. And then from the back, yeah, amber. There's the back end. Oop, camera. My camera presence sucks tonight. So that ornament that I was doing earlier will stripe to those colors. The stripes will actually get into that method. But it has to sit in the kiln for like a couple hours to get those colors to pop out versus what I did with the flame. Yeah, once this live stream ends, it will post, and then you can start making comments. Yeah, on this video only. So once the video stops tonight, it'll post. Just go in and make a comment. That's the only criteria. I'm going to pick 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. So 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will pick a winner. I think I'm going to use Nightbot for that. No, Cynthia, on YouTube. YouTube will archive this video. TikTok doesn't allow me to do giveaways. TikTok considers it a form of gambling, so I cannot do a giveaway on TikTok. So TikTok doesn't give giveaways. Yeah, they absolutely do not allow giveaways. Yeah. Anyway, I do need to take a moment. Uh-oh, I went offline. Okay. Yeah, you can find me. I think I just went offline for a second. I am getting a internet spike. All right, I'm gonna call it. So yeah, that was weird. I think I have to reset my router. Anyways, this video is gonna end. If you would like to enter to win that leaf, comment on this video after it just uploads. It'll start uploading within a minute or two. So I will talk to you all later. Have a good night. Talk to you tomorrow.